Hi, this is Charting Man Dan of thechartguys.com, home of technical analysis education. Click the link for a free week trial, no credit card required, and gain access to our multiple live broadcasts daily, community chat room, educational videos, nightly watch lists, and more. Invest in your education and future and join the community today. Hey everybody, checking in on PCLN on the daily and weekly time frame, and the bulls had a nice day today, closing above the middle Bollinger Band resistance at 1271.57. So we now have all moving averages as support except for this 50-day up here just under 1300. But if we take away all moving averages, what I am seeing is what I call an equilibrium pattern. After a breakout or a breakdown, we see this pattern very often, and what it is we establish the low, we get our high on the bounce, we form a higher low, we form a lower high, tightening, decreasing volume until we see a break one direction or the other, which is usually accompanied by a spike in volume, making it even more clear. So we have a bullish MACD cross. It does indicate the bulls have the upper hand here. If we break 1280, that will negate the pattern that I'm looking at, that equilibrium. If not, if we see a red day to start next week, perhaps losing the 200-day moving average, we will be looking back down towards 1250 to potentially establish a higher low and see this range continue to tighten. So the good news for the bulls is we have held this 200-day moving average support on two back tests in a row now. That important level is 1268. We rejected from this middle Bollinger Band resistance on Wednesday and Thursday, so gaining it as support is a good sign. From here, resistance 1280, psychological top, and 1290, you can see we pulled back from just under or just above 1290 5 times in the middle of May. So that's a key resistance to keep an eye on as well. So the indicators and the moving averages are indicating the bulls are in control and heading to the upside. But this pattern that is oh so familiar would not have me surprised to pull back down to the 1250s. So that's what we're looking at for PCLN on the daily chart. Weekly chart, very bullish hold of the middle Bollinger Bands, 4 weeks in a row here for a whole month. We also held it here on the consolidation from the breakout. So that's a key support to keep. As long as it keeps, the bulls are in control. We can see it's beginning to ascend, which will hopefully, for the bulls, drive the price with it. 10-week moving average resistance is the last moving average resistance on the weekly chart, 1294.01. If we can close above that level next week, it will likely be around 1290. We saw that resistance on the daily chart. So a close on the week above 1290 in this 10-week resistance, we'll be looking at 1300 and then back up at 1370. Obviously, there's some other levels of resistance to look at here on the daily chart, but we'll take it one step at a time. Tuesdays are going to be pretty important. If we see continuation and a close above 1280, it's going to have me disregard that pattern that I see so often. But if not, if we lose 200-day support, we're looking for a higher low to establish around the 1250 area. So I hope you have a great long weekend. I appreciate you watching. See you sometime. Thanks for watching. The Chart Guys community has compiled trader tips from dozens of traders over the last year and put together a free ebook you can access by clicking the button and entering your email. Have a wonderful night.